Hi guys, I hope you're good since last video. So in this video we're going to see how to integrate any OpenAI compatible API to call LLMs using Langfuse. So we're already on the web interface and we're going to focus especially on how to set up Groq first and later on LMStudio, because those components are not present. So you might be wondering how to do that, and I'm going to give you also some extra by showing you how to get the environment variables being loaded into your Langfuse components. So you see here we have the chat Olyama. So this one already exists. You can integrate Olyama straight away. So everything is done. The code base is here. But here we're gonna just visit how to integrate some of the APIs locally and externally, but which are free. We're gonna start with the external one, which is Groq. So we took the OpenAI component, chat OpenAI one, and we're gonna customize it. Let's call it first Groq. Groq Llama 70B. So that's the model, the latest one from Meta. Those are the fields which are just always there. I can put here 0.1, but I'm going to use environment variables to do that. So how to do that? Pip install python.env. You need to have a virtual environment set up with Python. After you install the .env library, you import it in the code here. You use the load.env class to get all your environment variables being loaded into the code. So you need to save your environment variable in a .env file. Just set them up as a variable equal, and you put in a string the value. And here we're going to access to those environment variables using the auth module to access to those to that file, the .env file. So auth.getEnv, and inside we put the name of the variable which is stored in the .env file. Here model Llama 370B will be storing the value of the Groq Llama 70B model. So you can see here that I'm working on the chat OpenAI object, which is written by the build function. So you just work on that part. You don't need to touch the rest. Just by customizing this part, you'll be able to have this integration of your OpenAI compatible API. So here we're just gonna put all of those here, OpenAI API base, but for the Groq one, the Groq API key. So you need to have an account on the Groq and get your API key, and after you put your API key in the .env file. So when you're done with that, you just save and check. You'll get an error if the code or the software can't get those environment variables. So you'll get the logs of that in your terminal. Here it says if not OpenAI API base. So you change it for the Groq API base. Not getting error, so I haven't changed anything here. There's still the models from OpenAI, but we will use in our own. And we're just going to link it with the conversation component in the LLM part. And we have the chat output and the chat input. We're going to use the graphical interface for that. And ask our usual question that we're asking here. What is the biggest capital city in Asia? So depending on the model, it can answer. Here it says Jakarta. Yeah. or it can be how big is the city, the spread, or how big is the city, the concentration of population in the city center. So you're going to get different answers from different LLMs. Here it says Jakarta. The sponsor here, Checker has this, and the GPTs, the most popular one is Kasam, and you can access those through the GPT store by just tapping Chikara. Let's have a little break, like and subscribe, and go to the next part. LMStudio setup. So we're going to do the same. We're going to use a component. We're going to customize the component and then make it compatible with LMStudio. Here we got the chat Oliama. That's the one I showed you before. Already compatible with Oliama if you have it installed locally. But we're going to look for the components. Let's type it here. There's many components, so you can use the search bar and look for chat OpenAI. Model spec. After we're going to move this. Just going to move it a little bit. Maybe let's put this one on the top because we don't need to use it anymore. And customize the chat OpenAI one. Let's start with the name. How we're going to call it. I'm going to call it Chat LMStudio. So if you followed the first part of the video, you should be able to guess what we're going to do from now on. So here I can put, for example, 1024, but it's not going to be... If I want, I can set it in the code directly. So here, you already know what we're going to do. If you checked the video before with Groq. So we're following the same process here. I believe that doing it twice with different APIs, Groq and LMStudio, you'll be able to see it as something easy to do. It's not hard. You just repeat the same steps. For the model name, what I'm doing, so LMStudio now can load several models. So you can load 2 or 3 models and call the model by their names. But here I'm loading just one model. So as we are loading only one model, we don't need to put the model name. So no need as we load just one model. Okay, so here we're in LMStudio and we have just one model. Which is the Mistral 7B. I'll just get this base URL. I'll start the server. So don't forget to start the server, otherwise it's not going to work. And here the OpenAI base, I just put it straight away, and the API key is free. Temperature, just to show you that I can get environment variables. Just going to get the temperature from Groq, it's the same. And after here, we're going to link both, same as we did before. Let's run the application. Let's delete what we've done before and ask the same question. What is the biggest city in Asia? And see what the answer is going to be. So it's not quick as Groq is, but it's still pretty quick. It's acceptable. And we're going to see the answer. The biggest city in Asia is Tokyo, Japan. Has a population of over 37 million people. Hope that you like this video. Like and subscribe, and see you next time.